Alright, get ready for the conclusion to Kagrenfalz.
Sorry, buddy, gonna have to shut you down for now. Don't think Reverwood is ready for you.
I am happy that you returned to me. There is something I need to discuss with you.
What is it you want to discuss?
A letter from my old friend Michael Sebastian of Roma. There is something he wants to tell you about. Please go to him. It sounds urgent.
I've been inside Kagrenfalz. It is real.
So I've heard. I hope your journey was worth it. It is strange, however. I expected to feel excitement or surprise when I read in Xantipp's letter that you went to Kagrenfalz. But it was just a fact that made me a pawn in this game. Good luck on your further travels.
You wanted to speak to me.
Someone else wants to speak to you. An old friend of mine, one I once met a long time ago, somewhere in Morrowind, needs your help. I should give you this letter. It is your decision in the end.
I mean, of course I'm gonna finish the adventure. She's asking for services once more. Kagrenfalz, but something is wrong because all sorts of people made a pass in there.
Stand, citizen. I need to inquire about your reasons for visiting Kagren's Pass.
I don't wish to be rude, but I was the one that opened this pass to begin with.
So, should I throw myself on the floor and start kissing your feet? The law is the same to all citizen. It does not know any exceptions. Since you have seen the dungeon before, you are in for a surprise. Anyway, don't hassle the people, and enter the drunks in Kagren's Pass.
What is happening in this place?
The Jarl of Riften sees great potential in this place, and since Wilhelm is caught up in its own affairs, we are ensuring a safe passage to Samaria. We moved in quickly, but the place was already filled with homeless people seeking refuge. It is up to us to keep the peace and make sure these people don't start eating each other. Now, I must get back to work. Move along, citizen.
Well, that sounds like Maven.
Welcome to my shrine, visitor. What brings you here?
Nothing at all.
Until next time.
That's a long autosave. No! I CTD'd there. And now I'm back. Luckily the autosave actually occurred.
Welcome back, Visitor, there is something urgent I need to discuss with you.
I received your letter. What can I do for you?
After you returned to Skyrim, you opened a gate to Kagrenfalz. You had to, of course. It was the only way you could return to Skyrim. But the moment this gate opened, an opportunity arose for others to come inside. A part of Kagrenfalz is now known as Kagren's Pass. It serves as a road to Samaria, but also as a village for some poor unfortunate souls.
They sure did build those structures fast. Only 5 days. I came through Kagren's Pass this time.
Of course you did. How else would you have been able to return to us? These unfortunate souls in Kagren's Pass is neither a threat nor a problem. It are the soldiers from Riften that trouble me.
So we got another new town.
Do you think they did something in Kagrenfalz? Something that will cause harm?
I am not quite sure yet. Their leader, Governor Melcher, is very reluctant to speak to me. He thinks it is blasphemous to the Aedra that I worship Boethia in his eyes. I am but a backward Dunmer witch. What I found out, however, is that he and some of his men went inside the Drogrology of Kagrenfalz. Something happened there which made them seal it off with a fortress. You might have noticed that when you traveled back to us. This means that something inside the Drogrology frightened them.
How can I help?
I apologize, I should get to the point. Ever since the guards from Riften went inside the Drogrology, Boethia has been sharing visions with me. She presented me the image of an ancient lost soul. Apparently, this lost soul intends to cause harm on us unless it is properly dealt with. It is not clear to me yet what this ancient lost soul desires, but Boethia is warning me. Boethia enjoys confusing those that follow her. Therefore, I need to know what Governor Melcher did in the Drogrology of Kagrenfalz. And that is where you come in. I want to ask you if you can find out what happened there. Maybe Governor Melcher will listen to you. After all, you have been there as well. Will you do this for us? Wait, someone is coming.
I mean, that means I'll probably keep this in my load order. Just like I kept Ethereum because of Fenrir's new armor.
Aaron, you seem exhausted. Aaron, you seem exhausted.
I ran as fast as I could.
What is wrong?
The Ashlander camp. It is under attack. The undead. They have awoken.
We must act quickly. Aaron, please stay with us. We will need you for our defenses. I will ask our friend here.
Let me handle this, priestess. This is my chance for vengeance.
No, Aaron. We require your services right here. Please, go to the Ashlander camp and help them. Samaria is counting on you.
As you wish.
May Boethia inspire your soul. May Azura grant you clarity. May Mifela cloud the judgment of your opponents.
I found this letter of Pillar.
She meant everything to me. I miss her so much, stranger. Maybe the words in this letter can bring me peace.
On second thought, though, I think that just means I'm not going to deactivate it. But Fenrir's going to be the only one who has access to it. And if I ever have to reset him, that means it's going to go away. I wonder if there's a console command that I could use. Ooh, was that a flaming skull? A little bit of good action there. Then we're going to revive these guys because they probably get me in the next step in the quest.
Hello, friend. Bless you. Something is changing. I have been feeling it for a while now, but I cannot fully understand what is happening.
What do you mean?
I do not fully understand it myself. It is so strange. Most of the time these things are clear to me.
Bless you. Don't hurt so much now.
I feel like with the NPCs getting knocked out, I've created a problem and then created the solution to the problem. But it's immersive enough that I'm okay with it. My followers aren't just invincible.
I should know this. It is simply eluding me.
Calm down. It is okay. You know it in your heart. These skeletons were summoned by the powers of a Daedric entity.
What? We are powerless against a Daedric prince. How do you know all of this?
Golgith told me, and I must admit, I feel the Daedric presence as well. But calm yourself, my dear. Golgith told me that it was not a Daedric prince. It was rather someone that was allowed to tap into the Daedric forces. Oh, you remember my descent into the tomb of Arnamu with Pillow?
How could I forget that? I was terrified.
We were looking for ancient Velotha tombs that describe the history of the Velotha community that used to live here. This community contacted none other than Mehrunes Dagon. I believe we now suffer the consequences of their deeds. I can see it in your eyes. You think that we, the Ashlanders, are to blame for this. Don't you dare think that, Outlander. If you accuse us, you will end up like these skeletons here.
Calm down. I am not accusing anyone.
You can't fool me, Outlander. I can see it in
Dude,
your
his mom
eyes
is a
what you are
vampire.
thinking.
What happened in the Velotha tombs?
Just after we had left Samaria and settled our encampment here, Pillow came to visit us. She told me she had found an ancient Velotha tomb that contained the story of the Velotha community that used to live here a long time ago. She believed there were 2 more tombs and asked me to help her look for them. We went inside the tomb of a Serbanipal and found the 2nd tomb in the sermon room.
What happened next?
Then we went inside the tomb of Arnamu, and the moment we picked up the 3rd tomb, a voice started speaking to us, a deep, suffering voice. It begged us to find him in Kagrenfahlz in a place he called the Dragrolody. It begged us to free him from his prison. The voice inspired fear into our hearts, and I recognized a Daedric presence which was neither Azura, nor Bothia, nor Mephala. I resisted the voice, but Pillow became obsessed with traveling to the Dragrolody in Kagrenfalz. I tried to stop her. Yanabana tried to stop her. We all know what happened next.
So what should I do now?
Golgith hid the key inside the tomb of Arnamu together with me. She told me she sensed the presence of a Daedric force. When I asked her what Daedric prince was responsible for it, she merely said I should not worry about it, for it was but an echo from the past. After that she asked me to hid the ancient Velotha tombs, which I did. If you want to understand what Pillow and I were dealing with, go inside my tent and pick up those tombs. You can use this key. But most of all, speak with Golgith. Hopefully she will talk to you.
My only weakness, a porch.
Taken care of.
I might be getting old, but I am not done for yet, visitor.
What is happening here?
Echoes from the past, stranger, echoes from the past. We are not responsible for it, but we have to deal with it. When I hid the Dwemer key to Kagrenfalz in Arnamu, a voice spoke to me. It begged me to free him. Although I felt not urged to do so, I was curious enough to demand that this being revealed itself. It revealed itself as Xao, the self-proclaimed chosen disciple of Mehrunes Dagon. I knew that Xao was once known as the Black Soul of Mephala.
The Black Soul of Mephala.
I am sure that someone in Samaria has a book that tells the story of the Black Soul of Mephala. What matters is that this soul was cursed by Mephala to roam Tamriel in its ghostly form forever. In this desperate state it attracted the attention of Mehrunes Dagon. It made a bargain with the Lord of Destruction and Change. So, once a bloodthirsty warrior would kill in the name of Mehrunes Dagon, destroy whatever the Lord of Revolution demanded to be destroyed. In return, Mehrunes Dagon would tell him how Xao could lift the curse of Mephala. I believe Xao inspired the Velothic cult that once lived here. Pilo did some historical research on this matter, then she went inside Kagrenfalz. I think you should return to xVASynth and speak with her about it. Good luck.
That was the dude with no hands, I remember
Aaron
him.
told me the attack has been averted. I already sensed a victory from your side. It seems Boethia and Mephala are with you. And I might know why. Have you ever heard of an entity known as xVASynth?
I spoke with Golgith. She explained me a lot about the Black Soul Xao.
You spoke with Golgith and she spoke back. Then we are in dire straits indeed. Listen carefully. Xao was an Argonian child once chosen by Mephala to kill in her name by wielding the ebony blade. But Mephala was betrayed by Mologbal. He placed inside Xao a black soul made from a piece of his own Daedric spirit. He used Xao to harvest souls. When Mephala found out, she destroyed Xao and his black soul was left to roam Tamriel. It could not return to Cold Harbor. Xao was cursed.
What happened next?
Cursed as he was, Xao seeked salvation. Mehrunes Dagon was willing to provide this for him if Xao would kill in his name. Xao made a bargain with Mehrunes Dagon. Xao was able to draw from the Daedric power of the Lord of Revolution. But Mehrunes Dagon was merely toying with him. The point is that Xao's salvation lays in an ancient Daedric tomb, but Xao did not know which one. First, Mehrunes Dagon sent Xao to find a tomb of Boethia, which became the object of worship for the withered few. But this tomb was not the right one, so required another tomb.
I think this is the moment I should confess I probably freed Xao.
What? Why did you do that?
It was the only way I could find my way through the Drugrology.
I guess Xao has his ways of tricking even the wisest among us.
What should we do?
I have reasons to believe that Governor Melchior found the Daedric tomb Xao is looking for. That is how I know that Boethia and Mephala are on our side. They demand that Xao remains doomed. Please, find out whether Governor Melchior has the Daedric tomb and see if you can bring it back to me. May Azura guide your judgment.
I want to talk about what happened in the Drugrology in Kagrenfalz.
That is none of your business, citizen. Now leave me be. I have matters I must attend to.
I was the one that opened Kagren's Pass. I've been to the Drugrology as well.
So you know what is down there.
I have met Xao, the Black Soul, if that is what you mean.
Many of my men died down there. I've seen slaughter on the battlefield before, citizen, but this was horrible. I've been in many wars, but for the first time ever, I was actually frightened. Xao has my men, he tortures them, and he will only release them if I bring him a Daedric tomb written by Mephala, the Leventia Mephala. We found it, but then a group of zealots rushed in and stole it from us. We managed to capture one of them, a woman named Skarlov, but she refuses to talk. Maybe you have more luck. If you are able to put an end to this, I will be grateful. Watch what you're doing.
You are close to finding the Leventia Mephala. There is something you should know, Dragonborn.
Yes, I am certainly the Dragonborn, Fusro Dao and such. What is happening? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Dragonborn, talk to Skarlov. Tell her Mephala demands her to speak to the Dragonborn. It is time we end this matter with the Black Soul once and for all. And we need you for it.
I was happy when they were calling me stranger.
Well, I hope they don't need the actual Dragonborn. They're gonna be disappointed. I can defeat the Blood Seals, but not anything Shud related.
Leave me be or I will cut your belly with a rusty knife.
Spicy.
Mephala demands you speak to the Dragonborn. Yoltor.
Oh, I see. Be reminded, Dragonborn, that this knowledge is only for you. Do not share it with anyone. Bothia ordered us to steal that tome and hid it away. She also demanded we protect it with our lives. If you show them mercy, they will kill you. I will mark the location on your map. You will find the Lamentia Methala there.
You know, you don't have to keep saying the shouts. It's less convincing because you're not actually shouting.
That is an excellent point.
Want to teleport?
Yes, please. Whiterun.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it. That's just stupid girl talk.
My thanks. I feel better.
Get blasted. Ooh, thanks, Obus. That's a lot. Oh my god, just as I put down the cannon. Most annoying spell. And it aims the direction I'm aiming, so let's see if I can influence it here. Man, that is excessive. But as they say, modern problems call for modern solutions. Obus forced me to this. It's like I had to take out the Megazord. Your magic is no match for my howitzer.
Are you prepared to die?
I'm gonna do a little mini crafty session here. Felt like there should be some sort of boss battle coming up.
I feel something Daedric surrounds you. Did you succeed?
I found the Laymench of Mephala, the Daedric tomb we are looking for.
Happened while you were away, good friend. Mephala, in all her frightening beauty, spoke to me and told me to tell you the following words.
Dragonborn, the moment has come to end the situation of the Black Soul. In this matter, Bertha and I are united. There is a way of permanently cursing this foe being, this affront to my spirit. If a Dragonborn refuses to grant salvation to him, the curse will be permanent. Therefore, descend into Grimwrath, meet with this monstrosity, and refuse him salvation by not giving him the tome. This will make his curse last an eternity. He will be imprisoned between worlds forever, inert, suffering, and, in time, forgotten. Once you have dealt with this, return my tongue to this temple, where it can finally be returned to me. This is my will.
Are you okay?
Yes. It is not very often that Mephala channels her will through me. Good luck, visitor. I believe Governor Melchior has the key to give you entrance to Grimwrath. May Boethia, Azura, and Mephala watch over you.
Imagine doing the main quest, but you're not actually the Dragonborn.
You seem victorious. Have you succeeded?
And the whole time they're calling you Dragonborn, but you're like, I'm just a kid from the Bronx.
I have retrieved the Laymench of Mephala.
Ayakatosh, then there is hope for my men. Here, take this key. It will open the doors to the Drogrolode. Be careful, citizen. Please come back in one piece.
Actually, that kind of gives me an idea. I mean, I did a story episode called Destana's Not the Dragonborn, even though she is. What if I made one that was like, you know, Bumbles McFumbles is actually not the Dragonborn? And he actually, I start the game in Helgen like normal and try and beat the whole game without using shouts. Because of course she did. I don't know why she's the only one who ever takes full fall damage and dies. Buddy Demon, are you okay? I think he's trying to attack Valiana, even though she's unconscious. That is most unkind. Go ahead, come over here and walk into my zone of death. It's fine.
Thank you. My thanks. I feel better.
Ah yes, weakling. Just killed one of your dudes before you even got a shot on him. haven't really drawn attention to this yet, but look at these new doors. They have like the gears and stuff. Looks nice.
What was that?
What was that? That was the sound of me doing all the work. Thank you for joining me, but I got it. I'm going to do a janky animation where he falls down before I even stab. Ah, dang it, I missed. Okay, that one should have hit. How about just spray? That'll work. Get him, Val. Take care of him. Oh, he's running away. Oh, but he's also leading us to the place we're supposed to go to. That works.
My thanks. I feel better.
Man, Daedra sure do like to talk smack. Oh, hey, big boy. Oh, no. I'm gonna walk backwards. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna blast me off the edge. Oh, wow. This dude is actually pretty tough. At some point, his restoration is going to be good enough that that actually does something. Mostly just been using it to save my NPC friends, which they're not here. I'm going to summon them here in a second. There we go. All good. You guys can stay up there. Well, hopefully that worked. I'll just summon them down. He's not exactly a spellcaster, but this could go a long way in him not having to spend magicka when like doing a novice level heal. As long as he can afford it, it's free. And he has barely any magicka. Oh hey, it's this guy.
Did we meet in the Hypokemen?
You must excuse me, stranger. I have never been to that place and I have never met you in my life.
Oh, I see what's going on. sort of a time thing.
But we did meet. I am sure of it.
I have no recollection of that at all, stranger.
It's like a regular Doctor Who episode.
You told me we had met countless times before.
And that we would meet countless times again?
Yes!
Infinity has to start somewhere, right? Nevertheless, I do not know you, but why does it matter? What matters is, do you know yourself? Can you become who you are?
I wonder if this guy is just experiencing flow of time out of order.
What do you mean?
What do you mean I never said anything?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay then. This seems kind of foreboding. Oh, hello there. Get some of my companions real quick.
My thanks. I feel better.
Well, I'm gonna teach you the one healing spell I know.
Blind leading the blind.
I don't think I'm going to start learning magic now at age 42.
Never too late to pick up a new skill. The college offers classes for non-traditional students in the evening.
Could you at least chug a potion once in a while?
Yeah, okay. I could definitely stand some magic resist gear. That's what keeps getting me.
I wonder if this dude's gonna attack me if I don't give him the tome. Also, I guess technically there's only one answer that I could give since Fenrir is not the Dragonborn. But I'm gonna see how this plays out. Both ways.
I carry with me the Lament of Methala.
I feel its presence. We have met before, haven't we? I can smell that dragon blood flows through your veins. Indeed. Yes. Yes. You are the Dragonborn. I know that Methala has made her demands. If the Dragonborn refuses to give to me the Lament to Methala, it would make my curse irredeemable. But before you make your decision, please listen to my story.
I am listening.
It was but a young child the day Methala approached me, an orphan left to his own survival in the barren depths of the Black Marsh. When she bestowed the ebony blade upon me, all I could think of was murder. I killed many. Those acts cannot be forgiven. That is true. But you should know, Dragonborn, I was deceived. My soul was once a part of the spirit of the king of rape Molagbal, who used my body, which was dead by birth, to trick Methala. As I was slaying the living, I was not pleasing Methala. Instead, I was harvesting souls for Molagbal. Cold Harbor owes a great debt to me.
Go on.
When Methala found out, she destroyed me, but my soul, being Daedric, remained. I was unable to find salvation. For long I roamed Tamriel until one day something remarkable happened. The Dwemer,
who had unlocked the secrets of soul harvesting, caught me. They locked me inside this prison to study my powers, but they disappeared, and I was imprisoned in a small confinement, alone and miserable. It was in my moment of despair that Mehrunes Dagon approached me and offered me to share a source of his power if I were to kill in his name. In return, he would tell me how I could reach salvation. He revealed to me that I needed an incantation written in an ancient tome. That incantation would free me from my predicament.
What happened next?
But the Lord of Destruction and Revolution tested me. He toyed with me. First, he sent me to collect a tome of Botha, which I managed by manipulating a group of Velothi cultists. The book did not help me, however. Then, many years later, he told me the book was inside the Dwemer ruin I was captured in. He told me it was the Philosophical Investigations of Lutz. It was you who led me there, but I was deceived again. The book did not free me from my curse. Recently, the true book was revealed to me, the Dilemma of Xao, and I manipulated the men of Riften to find the tome for me. You know what has happened next.
That was quite the story.
And now you stand before me. I beg you, Dragonborn, give me the Dilemma of Xao.
I refuse to give you the Dilemma of Xao.
So be it. My suffering will be never-ending.
Is there something I can do for you?
I thought your curse was permanent.
And so it is, but I used the remainder of my power to look you in the eyes one last time. Remember, Dragonborn, I will be waiting for you.
Well, that's ominous.
I no longer feel the Daedric presence. What news do you bring?
It is done. I have refused to give the Dilemma of Xao to Xao.
Then we can rest assured now. Let me take the Dilemma Mephala from you and express my gratitude in the name of Mephala, Boethia, Azura, and Samaria as a community. We are forever in your debt, and the three princes will always be watching over you. Maybe you should inform Governor Melchior as well.
Let's hear it.
The matter in the Drugrology has been dealt with.
This may sound strange, but my nightmares have ended, and I felt that my men have been freed from their misery. I thank you, citizen. I believe a reward is in order.
How is everything in Kagren's Pass?
Everything is fine. We have you to thank for that. Hopefully Kagren's Pass can grow into something great. I wish you all the best.
Now I'm going to see what the other option has. But also, it's going to be my actual answer.
I carry with me the Dilemma of Xao.
I beg you, Dragonborn, give me the Dilemma of Xao.
You have suffered enough. Take it.
Finally, salvation is nigh.
I thought you were released from your curse.
And so I am, Dragonborn. I used the remainder of my energy to speak to you one final time. My gratitude cannot be described. You saved me. You might have angered Boethia and Mephala, but you brought joy to my heart. It is good to feel again.
I have given the Dilemma of Xao to Xao.
Dragonborn, why?
He has suffered enough. It was the right thing to do.
I cannot say I endorse your decision, but your choices are yours to make, not mine. Although I do not believe that Mephala and Boethia will be pleased about this, I am still grateful that you opened Samaria to Tamriel. May at least Azura have mercy on your soul, Dragonborn. Maybe you should inform Governor Melchior as well.
The matter in the Drugrology has been dealt with.
This may sound strange, but my nightmares... I thank you.
So essentially the same thing on his
I believe a
part.
reward is in order.
So that seems to be it for the main story of Kagrenfalz and most of the side stuff. I didn't do all of it, but I'm not that much of a completionist. Overall, great mod, very well thought out, lots of puzzles, lots of challenges. It's definitely long enough to be considered a good DLC. Also, I got to flex my philosophy knowledge, so generally a win. I really like the idea of having yet another town. I have so many additional towns besides the base game. So this will be a good breaking point for Fenrir. I'm going to take a break from using him for a while. Also, pretty much all my other characters are going on trips soon, and Ulfric has decided that Fenrir is going to go ahead and become the Jarl of East March, so he's got duties to attend to for now. As much as he loves adventure. And if you don't know, Distana's in Solstheim, Damien's going back to Somerset, Valiana and Tassel are going to Beyond Reach, and Jura's going to Hammerfell, and Runa's going to Parts Unknown. So if you like this, like and subscribe. Check out my other content, streaming on Twitch and YouTube, 1 p.m. EST, and happy modding.